It's the NFL on EA Sports, and if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers and the New York Jets on Madden 25.
Travel west from Midtown Manhattan through the Lincoln Tunnel to the Jersey side. It's MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. So good to have you on board with us, Mike Tirico, Greg Olson here. Greg, you look at the marquee, and it's a lot of offensive stars here. I'm looking at the other side. Defenses better show up here if you want to walk out with a win.
Yeah, I think the burden, of course, lies on the players, particularly the players in the seconds. They're going to have moments where they've got to win one-on-one, offensive skill players in the league. But I also feel like there's a lot on the shoulders of this defensive coordinator. Can you change up coverages, change up looks, make it difficult pre- and post-snap? Not only on these wide receivers and skill players, but also on the guy with the ball in his hand, calling the shots, playing quarterback.
The veteran Chris Boswell, ready to get things going. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. Rene Wanwu now to return. And this will wind up working out well. He's going to take it up to the 40-yard line. Good return. So the Jets offense ready to take over for the first time. They're led by their quarterback out of Ohio State, first-round pick Justin Fields.
I think we're seeing this so often now in the modern NFL is quarterbacks who can hurt you both improv as a scrambler and also with designed runs coming out of the huddle. So this is a tricky situation. Guys who can run with this kind of speed, you have to be very careful how you pass rush them. You're not just rushing to it. It's not just an X behind the center. You got to try to corral him and keep him in the big plays are to be had.
And he's down inside the 40-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Working out of the gun, it's Fields. That's thrown right side, but incomplete. He was looking for Malachi Corley. It's 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Fields. Oh, intercepted. What a bad start on the 3rd play. Picked off by Mika Fitzpatrick.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
The Steeler offense ready to take the field for the first time. They're led out by the former Buckeye, their rookie quarterback out of Ohio State.
Sometimes we can make NFL football so complicated, Mike. There's different schemes, the personnel, different in the game. But when it all comes down to it, the best teams in the league, they simply just find a way to win. It might look different week in and week out. It might take 40 passes or it might take 40 runs. It could be a shootout or a slugfest. It doesn't matter. They are comfortable operating in all situations, and, man, all you got to do, like Al Davis said, just win, baby.
And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. There's a short one caught by Freiermuth. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7. Finding Metcalf quickly on the RPO. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Second down and 8. Now some movement up front. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time here today. On the handoff, it's Johnson. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more. Third and long. He'll look to throw. He's going to look for the home run ball. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. Third down stop sets up fourth down.
Nice play there by the defender, able to get his hand up on that ball and break up the pass. And frankly, if he's able to come down with that catch, he'd be playing offense.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Jets offense ready to get going with their second possession. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. A tight end in motion now. They'll run to begin this drive. It's Edwards. And he's going to be taken down at the 37.
Mike, the old adage, you run to set up the pass. This modern offense nowadays, we're starting to see that flipped upside down on its head. Typically, the success of the passing game is what allows teams to have success like this in the run game.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. On the give, it's Hall. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Fields. They try to set up the screen, but this one doomed from the start. It's incomplete. Here's a 3rd and 10. Now, Fields. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
When you can bring cornerbacks on pressure, man, that changes everything for the defensive play caller. Offenses spend all week worrying about linebackers, defensive linemen. How are they going to protect the quarterback? But when you can time up a secondary pressure like this, man, oftentimes there's no answer for it.
On 4th down, the Jets turn it to the veteran Thomas Morstead to punt. Calvin Austin deep for the Steelers. Now fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. The Steelers offense about ready to get going on their second possession. They were forced to punt first time they had it, but they'll try again in this scoreless game. It's 1st and 10. Here's 1st and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Got a man left side. It's caught. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he'll say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up second down.
As you could probably imagine, Mike, this one really burns me. I mean, man, I wish my fellow tight ends catch every ball the entire game, but to be this open and not come down with it, I'm going to have to set a reminder. Next year at TEU, we're going to have to bring out some jugs machines.
He'll get this to his tight end, Freiermuth. Third and 6. Here comes the blitz as the pass rush gets home and he goes down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Here's Cameron Johnston now. He's on for the second time. He'll try to get something inside the 10. Now a fair catch, and it's going to be a long field. They'll take over right about their own 13. The Jets offense ready for this next possession. They'll begin inside their own 15-yard line, so a lot of real estate to cover. It's 1st and 10. Going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. To throw is Fields. That's caught by Smith on the right side. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 30. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They will run it over center with Hall. And a strong 1st down run, a pickup of 9, setting up 2nd and short. Out of the gun, they'll give it to Edwards. Down the sideline, past the 40. And he will finally be taken down at the Jets' 34-yard line. They'll have a 1st down. It's a gain of 28.
Watch the running back's patience here, Mike. He's slow, and then he hits it. That's the key here. If he goes too fast, their linemen aren't ready yet. Really well executed. Great run.
Fields now to throw on 1st down. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
Dropping a catchable ball is one of the worst feelings. It feels like the entire stadium is laughing at you, and all I know is firsthand, you just want to get another opportunity to put that one behind you.
On the give, it's Edwards. And he will work his way down inside the 30, a pickup of 6. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Now Fields. In trouble, and down he goes.
Really nice start for this defense here early through the first quarter. 2 different players, each recording a sack. Offensive line's going to have to get together on the sideline with their coach and identify where's the weakness in our protection. How can we get extra bodies and extra attention? Because we still got a long way to go in this one.
Anders Carlson here now to try the field goal. This is going to be a 51-yard attempt. Carlson's kick is good. And the Jets will take a 3-0 lead. So after the field goal to open up the scoring, the kicker's back out for this kickoff. On the return, here comes Cordero Patterson. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Steelers' offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. So the drive begins with a give to Johnson. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll go again with Johnson. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
You know, we spend a lot of time praising the running backs, and deservingly so. But oftentimes, it's a combination of the scheme and the big guys up front who make it work, and that's exactly what we saw here on the big pickup.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jalen Warren. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
Well, this is something we don't see every day, Mike. A team playing with a traditional I formation fullback. It's kind of a lost art in today's modern game, but in this case, highly effective. Great job by the fullback clearing out the path for his running back, and they're able to pick up the 1st down.
On 2nd down, a run with Johnson. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. He's going to lose a yard.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the 1st down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd down.
And he's going to have the 1st down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going. Now they'll set up to throw. He'll take a shot here. Back to the end zone. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be second down.
The defender saw this the entire way, Mike. He actually ran the route before the receiver even got to his spot. I think they're fortunately this one didn't end up getting picked and going the other way.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the first down marker, but it is a pickup of 9. Third and a yard. He'll drop to throw. That'll be caught. It's Metcalf. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down. A give, and here's Johnson. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Johnson. He will have a Steelers first down. Won't be by much. He needed 3. He got 3. But the mark says first down. So just a lone field goal in the first quarter of play. The Jets have the advantage. We're back to upstate New York in just a moment. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. Here's Johnson. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. On the ground, this is Warren. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down. Converted twice on 3rd down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a 3rd time? He pulls it in around the 5. And he will get into the end zone. Pat Fryermuth. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Chris Boswell on for the point after. He knocks it through, and the Steelers move out to a 7-3 lead. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. On the return, here comes Wanwu. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Jets offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Fields to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Fields. A throw left side, taken in by Corley. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down.
There's a reason certain guys, Mike, just always seem to be open. It's really because route running is more art than it is science. How do you manipulate the defense to find open spots or win versus man to create separation and earn the trust of your quarterback?
It's 1st down, and it's Paul. And he'll get 4 on this one. Down inside the 40-yard line now. Here's 2nd and 6. To throw is Fields. He's going to run it. Oh, the ball is out. One of the Steelers has it. Well, he certainly turned that into something on the move. Downfield, looked like he was gaining yards, but then loses control, and the defense comes up with a turnover.
Early on, Mike, it looked like it was going to be a really good play by the quarterback, turning to his legs, getting some pretty good yardage with his feet, but then he failed to not only protect himself, but mostly protect the ball. Defense is able to put a hit on him, jar the ball loose, and now they'll take over after the big takeaway.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground with Johnson. And they'll mark him down up beyond the 30.
There's a guy, Mike, who just refuses to go down. You'd love to see the old school kind of stiff arm. Get off me. Ability to break these tackles and still pick up big yards.
Line of scrimmage is the 31 as they line up 1st and 10. Another run here with Johnson. And he'll get about 5. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. They'll look to throw. That's over the middle and taken in by Freiermuth. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8. They'll throw out of the gun. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. To the tight end Freiermuth. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. First and 10. Now the veteran, it's Cordero Patterson. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
This is a guy who's been doing it at a high level, Mike, for a long time. Not too many running backs finding success in the NFL past the age of 30. That's usually what...
That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. And that is incomplete. DK Metcalf was the intended target. And now it's 4th down. Here comes Chris Boswell to try a field goal. Officially, this will be a 43-yarder. Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers go out to a 10-3 lead. Back out is Boswell following the field goal. He'll send this one away. On the return, here comes Wanwu. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Jets offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. Just the lone field goal for them so far, down 10-3 in this one. And they'll start 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Fields. The throw on the run is complete. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
We've now seen this quarterback show that he can beat you from both inside and now outside of the pocket. The ability to use his legs to flush out and buy time for his receivers. They uncover downfield, leads to a big pickup.
On 1st and 10, Fields. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Fields. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. Fields. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
Haven't even reached halftime yet, and we see this quarterback just continue to put the ball in harm's way and make bad decisions. He's lucky it didn't add another interception to his stat sheet, and as they approach halftime here, they got to regroup, and he's going to have to make the better decisions here in the second half.
And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. They'll run it right here with Warren. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
All the qualities that make a good safety are seen on display on this play. Speed, pursuit, and then the intensity and the strength at the point of contact for the tackle to keep this ball carrier to no gain. That is a complete safety play.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Going for it all. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
He's trying to set the tone here for the rest of the game and let this defense know there is not a blade of grass on this field that you don't have to defend, because he reared back and he let that one eat. And he's got to work a little bit on his touch, a little bit on his accuracy, but I don't think he needs to work on his arm strength.
Fair catch will be taken here. It is right at the 40-yard line. The home team's offense and their running back set to go once more. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. Fields now. That's to the right side. He's got Corley. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll send a tight end in motion. Now, a handoff to Edwards. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. Now, Fields. That's deep for the back of the end zone. And this is too far over the end line. It's incomplete. Third and 9. Here's Fields. That ball is caught on the sideline and both feet inbounds. A big 3rd down pickup for a 1st down. They'll get a new set of downs. It's a gain of 19. A give. Here's Hall. He'll push forward for about a yard. Peyton Wilson that time in on the stop. Here's 2nd and 9. Off the play action, here's Fields. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And the Steelers are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
The Steelers offense ready to see what they can do. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start 1st and 10. Now Gainwell. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. Back to throw. That's caught right side. It's Freiermuth. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7. They'll run here with Gainwell. He'll gain 3 out of this, up to the 23. They face 2nd down and 7. On the ground, Gainwell. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
Nice combination of vision, patience, and speed by the running back here. The vision to see the hole, the patience to let the blocks unfold, and then the speed to hit it and pick up a nice gain.
So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. He'll look to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Throwing now from the gun. He's got a man. It's Metcalf. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Here's their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Good hang time. The fair catch will be made back at their own 12. This offense and their wide receiver heading back onto the field. And it may be time for this defense to start throwing a 2nd defender at him, maybe. Look at what he's done. Whatever the defense has tried in the 1st half, it hasn't worked. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Fields. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Back to throw is Fields. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7. Throwing is Fields. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. They go 5 receivers for 3rd down and 4. Fields to throw. And that is incomplete. Joey Porter Jr. got a hand in there and made the play. On comes Thomas Morstead as he's on to punt for the Jets. A fair catch. He's going to call it and take it right around his own 30-yard line. The Steelers' offense going to get it one last time here late in the opening half. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Over the middle, Metcalf has it. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts as it comes to 22 seconds remaining till halftime. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll look to throw. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. Metcalf hauls in that one. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw yet again. Fine work defensively. That's going to be knocked away and go down as an incompletion. Pat Freiermuth, the intended receiver. And that will lead to a 2nd down.
I'm not sure there's any position on defense that's undergone as much of an evolution as the linebacker position. In the old days, they were the physical tone setters. They were the tacklers. But now, it's their ability to hold up in coverage, like you saw there, that allows you to keep those guys on the field for all 3 downs. It's pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often, and it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page.
Taking off, he'll try to get there. Here at halftime, it's the visitors, the Steelers, who are in the lead. As we'll head down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Mike, thank you. More from you and Greg in a moment. But for now, welcome one and all to our EA Sports halftime report. These two teams ready for the second half, and so are we. So let's get you back out to Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. Patterson now to return it. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. This offense ready for their next possession, led by their running back. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drop. He runs with it. Now they'll set up to throw. He'll take off again. And the rookie gives himself up there at the end. That's a sign of a guy who's learned it quick, picking up the 1st down. He is dangerous when a play breaks down. A pickup of 18.
When you're game planning during the week for a mobile quarterback like this, on every down, you have to have somebody to account for him. You can see why here. He's able to escape the pocket, turn into a runner, and he can take every play and make it a big play.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. There's that man again, another catch. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, Warren. And it doesn't appear that he got to that 1st down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down. Give it right up the middle. Here's Johnson. The defense all over that. Met him in the backfield, stopped in his tracks, and it sets up 4th down. Steelers getting ready to put this one away. They will get away from that one, and they're going to have tremendous field position. This ball hits and goes out of bounds. The home team's offense and quarterback Justin Fields make their way back out. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws, and generally the D has just made it tough to operate all game long. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. The drive starts with a carry by Edwards. And he'll be brought down at about the 13-yard line.
Well, that run came at the perfect time, Mike. Anytime you find yourself backed up near your own goal line, the goal is to just start with 1 first down. They were able to get it here. Now you give a little breathing room, a little room to operate. Fresh set of downs. Keep this drive alive.
They give to Hall. He finds some room across the 25. Big gain on the ground here as he takes this up past the 40-yard line.
The challenge of playing a running back like this is you feel like you have him under control. You're doing a nice job putting a lid on him, and then all of a sudden, he's got a big spark play like this. That's the challenge. These guys are just so talented. You can only keep them down so long. That was a really nice run.
That's taken in left side by Smith.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Fields. Quick throw out wide. It's caught. On 1st and 10, Fields. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete. Fields now on 2nd down. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. So, after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Fields. Throwing right, it's taken in. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. On comes the punt team now for the Jets, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. And no chance to down this one. It carries deep into the end zone for a touchback. The visitors' offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll start out 1st down and 10. So the drive becomes it. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. A handoff, running left. This is Warren. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1. Here now, 3rd and 5. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. 13 yards on the catch there. Good for a Steeler 1st down. Now a toss left side for Johnson. And not a whole lot going to come from that one. Only to about the 39. Here's a 2nd and 9. Back to throw. That's caught by the tight end, Darnell Washington. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. Set to go now on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
This is where you need to have short-term memory as an offense. Allowing that sack, clearly not ideal, but there's a lot of game left. They got to keep moving forward, and they can't let one sack now turn into a series of bad plays.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. On the ground, here comes Patterson. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. Third and long. They'll throw out of the gun. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete. Here comes Chris Boswell to try a field goal. This a 57-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And this is going to remain a one-possession game.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
The drive begins with a run, and it's Hall. He'll get about 2. Patrick Queen, the linebacker. They're on the tackle. Second down and 8. They go play action with Fields. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. They're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Now Fields. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
I think it's safe to assume that is not how they envisioned that 3rd down play call going, and now after going, bring up 4th down.
On now comes the punt team for the Jets, as he's on for the 5th time this afternoon. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. The visitors' offense back onto the field For their next possession, they'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Off the play fake. No chance at all. He'll go down.
They probably would have been better off just handing the ball off to the running back, Mike, because when they used him as a decoy, nobody fell for it. By the time he finished his fake and got his head around, the defense was all over him.
He finds Metcalf on the slant. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. Come out of the gun. He'll throw. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down. So the Steelers ready to kick this one skyward as they are forced to kick for the 6th time today. And no return on this one. Fair catch signaled for and taken. This offense and their running back heading back on the field. They'll begin with 1st and 10. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. Fields now to throw on 1st down. That's complete to Jeremy Ruckert. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Fields. Catch made there. That's Smith. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Back to throw is Fields. A gain there of 15, and the Jets have a 1st down. They'll run it with Edwards. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
It was clear this offseason this was an area of emphasis. They wanted to continue to fortify the interior of this defensive line, and with this young player, they think they've got themselves a good one.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. They run once more with Edwards. And he'll be brought down. Will be the final act here in this 3rd quarter. So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. play coming up. This is third down. Fields. That's to the sideline and taken in by Wilson. So it's fourth down. They'll call on the punt team. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the fourth quarter. And this is going to work out for them. Out of bounds, and they'll mark it inside the 10. The Steelers offense make their way out to take over once more. We'll see how they want to attack things here, backed up deep in their own end. It's 1st and 10. They'll run here with Patterson. And he's going to be taken down up around the 24-yard line.
The best time to call a draw is when the defense is playing a pass situation, so a down and distance that screams pass. You want those defensive linemen ripping up the field thinking, I'm going to go sack the quarterback. In this case, they time it perfectly, hands the ball off to the back, big pickup.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Johnson. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line.
Remember this one thing, Mike. It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL. And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for.
Down right back to Johnson. And a short pickup there to about the 36. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Now this time they'll look to throw. That's caught. Right side, it's Freiermuth. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. Oh, they caught the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Jets are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
So now the Jets offense ready to take over once more. They'll do so with 1st and 10. We're going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple.
We know from talking to these coaches this week, Mike, that they think they got themselves a steal. They got this young rookie maybe a little later in the draft than a lot of people expected. And I'll tell you what, they're not complaining. Themselves a starter and a star for a long time.
He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle. 17 yards, the gain there. Good for a Jets 1st down. On the ground, it's Edwards. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Off the play action, here's Fields. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
That's a prototypical coverage sack. All 11 guys on the field doing their job. Starts with sound back-end coverage. Nowhere to go quick with the ball. The quarterback has no chance but to extend the play. Look for something late developing downfield. That was all the time this front needed to chase him down and bring him down for a sack.
They need one right now. 3rd and long. To throw is Fields. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Oh, big hole left side. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. Second half, and the defense continues to be item 1 in this game. They've done the job keeping the offense in control, and now, Greg, they scored on their own.
Yeah, and they've just been dominant the entire day, Mike, and now to come up with a pick 6 here and just further their dominance, it's been an impressive performance all around for this defense.
Boswell now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Steelers move out in front by the score of 17-3. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. On the return, here comes Wanwu. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Jets offense ready to take over once again. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. They'll run to begin this drive. It's Edwards. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Fields. Catch made right side by Wilson. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8. Fields now. That's caught by Smith on the right side. And he's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. A good spot here. 2nd and a yard. Working out of the gun, it's Fields. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway. They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. Here's Fields. That'll be taken in by Edwards. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up 4th down.
As a play caller, those are the plays that just drive you crazy, Mike. You think you're going to pick up the 1st down, you get tackled just shy of the sticks, and now a little bit of a gamble here on 4th down.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. One of the Steelers has it.
Not that it's much of a consolation, but either way, Mike, that's going to result in a turnover. Going forward on 4th down, he's clearly stopped short of the sticks. In this case, might be trying to make something out of nothing there to keep that play alive, but great job here by the defense coming away with the stop, and now we'll see if the offense can come on the field and take advantage of it.
The Steelers' offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Here's a 2nd and 6. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. They'll run this over the center with Johnson. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to 3rd down. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. On play action, he'll set up to throw. And he's going to pick up the 1st down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it. On the carry, it's Patterson. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start. On the handoff, it's Johnson. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. First and 10. They'll go again with Johnson. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Here's 2nd and 2. Another run here with Johnson. And he's going to pick up the 1st down. He'll get down to the 15-yard line.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. And we'll see a timeout used by the defense, stopping it right out of the break. 1:57 to go in the game. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. They'll run. Johnson. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down. On 3rd down, they go with Warren. And now we get a timeout by the defense. So the clock stops with 1:50 left in the game. Here comes Chris Boswell to try a field goal. This about as short as you can get. Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter. Back out is Boswell following the field goal. He'll send this one away. Set to return is Xavier Gibson. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Jets offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Fields to throw. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Fields. Going up top. That is brought in. And this will bring them all the way down to the 20-yard line.
The biggest correlation between scoring points in the NFL is your ability to generate explosive plays. And oftentimes, the best explosive plays in the passing game happen when the quarterback is outside the pocket, and great example of it here.
1st down, Fields. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw, and maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Fields on 2nd and 10. Gets that one to the veteran Lazard. Good drive to this point. Now can you convert on 3rd and 3? Now, Fields. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up 1st and goal. Now Fields.
It's a nice job here defensively. Down here tight, it's easy to be so concerned about stopping the pass that you lose sight of the quarterback when he decides to become a runner. Not the case here. Picks up a little positive yardage, sets up 2nd and goal.
Now here's 2nd and goal. To throw is Fields. And it's going to be some points here at the finish line. This is a touchdown. They've fought till the end, but still will come up short. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
So this one, a win for the visiting Steelers. They're able to get the job done in front of a hostile crowd as they come away with the victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.